500 years before Aegon's conquest, aboard Valyrian slave ships traveling to Sothorios, a group of captured female priestesses from the Jogos Nai, called Moonsingers, led the slaves in a revolt, stealing the convoy and establishing the settlement of Braavos, among the islands of a northern lagoon. The city was strategically located as to be protected by a series of mountains surrounding much of the area. In honor of their heritage, they would create the first law making slavery illegal, and for over 100 years they would keep the location of the city secret, with their traders carrying false maps and charts aboard their ships. Until the 111th anniversary of their founding, when the ruler of the city, Sea Lord Uthero Zalin, sent ships to all the major ports, revealing the city's existence and location in what came to be known as the Unmasking of Uthero. In order to avoid possible conflict, the Iron Bank of Braavos sent generous sums to the descendants of the Valyrian masters, who owned the ships stolen in the revolt. However, they sent no coin for the slaves themselves. Over the centuries, the city would expand to the hundreds of small islands gathered around the coast, where the narrow sea meets the shivering sea. They would build one of the 9 wonders of the world in the Titan of Braavos, a massive statue guarding the entrance into the harbor. The islands were connected by stone bridges, and Braavos became a major center for Western trade. They used 2 major harbors, with the Purple Harbor, largely for locals, and the Ragman's Harbor, largely for foreigners and traders. Further, the city would open the Iron Bank, which would become the most powerful financial institution of all the free cities, often lending to the noble families of Westeros. Braavos would also develop a unique and diverse culture, becoming a home to a great number of faiths, with many temples of worship located on the Isle of the Gods. Some of the most well-known temples include the House of Black and White, dedicated to the many-faced god, and a center for an assassin's guild called the Faceless Men. There is also the Pattern Maker's Maze, and the largest temple in the city, dedicated to the faith of the Moonsingers. They would also develop a unique fighting style they would call water dancing, which involved rapid movement and swift single-handed swordplay. Sea Lords of Braavos often assigned champions, known as First Swords, to fight on their behalf. A well-known former First Sword of Braavos was Syrio Forel, fighting instructor to Arya Stark during her time in King's Landing. Braavos would grow into the richest and most powerful of the free cities, allowing them to extend their influence to the nearby city of Pentos. And after fighting 6 wars against them, Braavos was victorious, forcing them into abandoning the practice and sale of slavery. Notable areas of the city are Drown Town, a part of the city sunk into the waters, with only its domes and towers still visible. Moon Pool, where young Braavos duel to prove their martial prowess. And along the main canal, where statues stand of former Sea Lords, many holding items such as hammers, daggers, and books.